Hello, YouTubers. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. I had such fun last weekend with my girl and her friend Sarah at Tea in the Park. Watch the video for it. It is so much fun, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers were amazing. So, today's video is about contouring, and I'm going to do this in two parts because there's so much I have to say on contouring, and there's two different ways that I contour. One, which is the first video which I'm going to do today, I'm going to show you how to measure up your face so you know where to contour and where to highlight. And also I'm going to use powders and creams, the whole shebang in this video. And on the next video is going to be much more subdued. It's going to be more natural contour using only foundations. So if you're not a big fan of highlighter, and I have friends that feel that shimmery stuff is too much for them, then that is the video for you. But still watch this video because I'm going to be talking about measuring up your face and face shapes, which is good to know. It's good knowledge to have. Before I get to the nitty gritty, I need to give my friend, fellow YouTuber Kalani, I believe that's how you pronounce your name. Thank you so much for the shout out on your channel. I was absolutely taken back at how nice you bummed me up. Like, my husband said to me, "Did you pay that girl?" And I was like, honestly, I didn't. Kalani is an amazing YouTuber. She's very, very professional. She has, like, if you think my backdrop is cool, she has a green screen, so every backdrop she does is like, there could be clouds floating about. I mean, it's pretty awesome, and you can see the amount of work that she puts into her videos. There's been a lot of time and effort into editing it and making it as professional as possible. If you like beauty channels, you'll love it. She's got lookbooks, she goes to events and does interviews, she gives you hair tips, makeup tips. She's definitely, someone to be checking out. And I am a genuine fan. I love you. And I asked her if she would mind collabing. I've never done a collab before, but she's agreed, and we're going to get something put together by the end of the month. So watch out for that. It should be a lot of fun. Okay, now contouring. I haven't put any fake tan on because I've been really lazy, couldn't be bothered. So this contour should show up major. Might not look as well blended as when I have fake tan on, but you will definitely be able to see my contour anyway. So we're going to start with measuring up your face. Now, believe it or not, way back, when I was a teenager, I originally was training to be a hairdresser, and when we talked about our face shapes, the olive face shape is what we would consider the best face shape to have, because it would go with most hairstyles. And to be honest, most people do not have an extreme face shape. So, like, my face would come under the oval face shape. My face shape would come under the oval face shape, but I am not an extreme oval. My face is quite broad at the side here, and there's only a certain amount of people who are the extreme of like a long face, like you have Alanis Morissette or Reese Witherspoon, who has the heart-shaped face. Most people are not that extreme. I'm an oval-shaped face, but I'm not an extreme oval. I'm slightly broader here, but compared to all the face shape categories that you get, round face, heart shape, long shape, oval shape, I come more under the oval shape face than any of the other sort of categories that they have. Also, when you want to look at your contouring. You want to know where to highlight and where to diminish and contour your face. So you need to know how to measure your face up. If you measure your forehead should match up with your nose to your mouth area, and nose and mouth area should match up to your chin area. The same way you go across. Your temples should match up the same size as your eyes, should match up between the bridge of your nose there, between your two eyes and the other eye and your temples. If you say have a higher forehead than your nose and your chin, then that's where you would want to put some contour, put some bronzer to diminish that. If it's smaller than the rest of your nose and chin, then you would want to highlight. The same with like your nose and your chin area. For some people, like maybe their nose is really wide, then you would want to put some contour down the sides and really highlight the middle. If it's the opposite, if you've got a very narrow nose but it's really sticks out, then you would want to bronze it and maybe highlight down the sides. I hope this is making sense. When it comes to your eyes, same when you're doing your eye makeup, if you've got really wide eyes, then you want to make your eye makeup as dark as possible on the lids to try and draw them in closer together. If your eyes are too close together, then you'd want your smoky eyes to be out at the corner. And if you've got the perfect almond shape eyes, then any eye makeup will look good on you. If you've got very small temples, as we're doing the measuring up, then that's when you would want to highlight your temples. And if your eyes are very wide apart and your temples are closer together, then you would want to highlight that to give the appearance that it's a lot more wider in that area. So with me being quite broad here, I like to put bronzer on my temples to give my face a more slimmer, narrower looking appearance. If you have the dreaded double chin, then you would want to again create a shadow under there and bronze under your chin. Is this making sense? Okay, so let's get cracking. I have quite dark hair and very pale skin, so I like to put a bit of bronzer. Even though my forehead matches up with my nose and my chin, I like to put a bit of bronzer anyway all along this hairline because it gives a much more softer transition from my forehead to my hairline. And first of all, I'm going to take my concealer brush. I'm using my BB Goo palette, but just take your concealer that you use. It should be 1 or 2 shades lighter. You can go 3 shades lighter than your natural skin tone, but I wouldn't go any lighter than that and you're going to look bizarre. So I'm going to, I'm normally about a sand, so I'll be looking for porcelain. Sorry. So I'm going to apply porcelain under my eye area. I'm sure you've seen this a million times in different people's videos. In a triangle shape. And I'm going to come right the way up. Take a wet beauty blender and push this into my skin. Once you've done that, you want to take some translucent powder, apply some powder to your wet beauty blender, and then apply this under your eyes. This will set your concealer. Okay, I'm then going to take the Bobbi Brown Pan Stick Foundation, and I'm going to use gold. I'm just taking it from my palette again. I'm going to use a different concealer brush. And I'm going to do about 2 stripes from my jaw, under my jawbone, heading towards the corner of my mouth. And then I'm going to take my MAC Dual Fibre brush and I'm going to blend that in. So that kind of is almost like what I would do to sort of like prime my bronzer. I'm then going to take Hoola by Benefit, which is my favourite bronzer, and I'm then going to apply where I put the cream foundation. I like to start in the middle of the cheek and then work my way up in circular motions. I feel it's easier to do it that way. Ooh. And my temples. My foreline, my hairline. I'm starting to have some colour back to the face. So when I started, I had my foundation just all the one colour. I was very flat. You can start to see definition coming into my face. I'm going to take foundation brush and I'm going to go back on sand, and I'm just going to chisel that cheekbone a little bit more, really make my contour really stand out. And do the same with the other side. And take some translucent powder and set it. Okay. I'm going to take this Touche Eclat highlighting pen. I'm going to do 3 lines on my forehead. 1, 2, 3. And blend out with my fingers. I'm going to do a dollop just in the corner here of my eye and blend it in with my fingertips again. I'm going to do my cheekbones just at the top, blend it in, my little laugh lines. Really make my lipstick stand out. I'm going to go around my mouth. It's also good because it's a light reflecting pen. With any little laugh lines that you have around your mouth, the light should just bounce off of that. And it also makes your lipstick just look a lot more crispier, a lot more sharper. And just blend it in with your concealer brush. I'm going to take the foundation gold again, and I'm going to do the side of my nose. As so, and blend it in with my fingers. Take my other concealer brush and this time go to your concealer that you use under your eyes. It's about 2 or 3 times lighter than your natural skin tone. I'm using porcelain, and go down the bridge of your nose. Boom. Blend it in. Okay. I've just realised I forgot to bring a blusher with me. So at this point I would normally put a blusher on. I don't have a blusher with me, so we'll just keep it with bronzer and highlighter for today. But I would normally put my blusher on. I tend to just do the apples of my cheeks, and then I would go over the top of that with some highlighter. This is Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish by MAC. And I smile and just put it right above there. And the bridge of your nose. The little top part, triangle part of your Cupid's bow. You can do your brow bone. And if you'd like to do the temples, you can do your temples as well. Which always looks really sweet. And that's yours. That is your contouring. Voila, finished. Make sure you check in on my second video, part 2, where I will show you how to do this with just foundations. Thank you. See you again. Bye. Oh my God.